your life. I can hear it squeaking. I can hear it squeaking. Yeah.
That's what we're gonna try. Seaweed. Thank you for letting it down for me. We don't want to burn
I feel like
seaweed.
reverberation.
What?
Is there someone's computer on?
Alright, let's see what happens. Let's grab all three.
Now it's really squeaking. Does that smell terrible?
Smells really weird. It's needing a really weird film on the glass. Seaweed film. Let's see if this blows off or burns off here, or if it's still coated in seaweed material. Or should this blow out? Smoke film?
Sushi nori. This is definitely what you make sushi with.
So we've got a really nice, even, elongated, tubular shape from all that seaweed pinching. So we're going to work with what we got, which that seaweed is still on the
I
surface.
think
Blow.
you should leave it. The avolio on the bottom
Blow hard.
doesn't have stuff on it.
Stop. We're about to have one of the coolest goblets that anybody's ever seen. The seaweed film violet purple blow. Blow is not included in the name of this goblet. Good.
Don't make me laugh, Jake. Okay, we have two special guests in the house. Can I swing around and show
Uh-oh,
them?
special guests.
What?
Yeah.
In the Michigan room, here we have them, ladies and gentlemen, our favorite fans. We got Grandpa Plusinski in the house, Otto Plusinski, and we got Sue, fresh from Chicago.
Aunt Sue and Grandpa.
Two of the biggest fans.
Now real light once more. Good. Now look at that cool shape.
Okay, welcome to the show. If you were at the Ann Arbor Art Festival this
Put a
last
rollie on
weekend,
it.
you may have seen us there. And this week, we've got Tabea in the red shirt, assisting Jacob in the blue shirt. We got Beth on
A gold
audio.
one. Over the top.
Woo-hoo. And then Sarah and Miranda are floating around somewhere. They're going to join us in the show. We've got a great show of goblets happening. So tonight, these are the goblets that are on the show. You'll get to see those in just a few minutes.
You guys let us know where you're watching from tonight, what the deal is, how you're feeling, where you're at, you know, how comfortable you are, if you're drinking anything, if you got something in a glass, you're eating dinner at this time, what time it is in your region. Give us some information from your end. We've got a beautiful, ridiculous, one and done virtual gallery for you this week. And is the phone's audio on?
Had the phone audio be on, but I'm like, how am I hearing an echo?
Is the Bluetooth still connected to the speakers?
All right, so Tabea brought over a small bit of glass, and Jake has heated it up. Now it does? piece of equipment right here is called a glory hole, and what that's doing is heating up the glass.
I'm gonna chop that ball in half one more time so this whole thing is full of spherical motion. This is a serious...
The air bubbles to go with all that underwater seaweed theme.
Exactly. So we got a double sphere stem. We're going to flatten that bottommost ball. Or why don't we go for a clear of oleo so we can put a beautiful crisp foot on the bottom as well.
All right.
So we're building this goblet upside down, and what I started to say, and hopefully the audio is okay for you guys right now, is that all these pieces that are on the table were from this past Ann Arbor Art Festival, where we took our mobile unit out to Ann Arbor, which is, if you're not nearby, it's about 35 minutes from Dearborn in the Metro Detroit area is where we are now. We'll take it from the front.
All right, a couple people came in late
And-
and they're asking, can I interrupt you a second? Who we
Sure.
are and what we're doing. So the girl on the left is Tabea. She's
Yeah, I
bringing a
guess I'll
hot
get
bit
back
of
to all
glass
that in a minute.
to Jacob, and Jacob's making a goblet. You are on the Gathering Point show. This is a show that happens every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. We're located in Dearborn, Michigan, and we're going to tell you all about the show. I highly suggest you put it on YouTube on your TV. Then you grab your phone and join us on Facebook so you can throw in some comments.
Very tender now. Steady hand Tabea coming in with the squish, and I'm matching her pressure. Well, she's matching my pressure. We're matching each other's pressure. Beautiful. To make this perfect little platform to then put a purple foot to match the cup top. We're not going to be able to get our seaweed texture on the surface on the foot as well, unless we slap some seaweed into the footing tool, but we can't risk it.
No, you could lay it on top like it's gold leaf.
I could do this.
Little seaweed
But-
special.
What I was saying a second ago is that we blew only stemware all week last week. So what you see on the table is one and done, available for purchase tonight at 6:30. And tonight, both Chris and I, Tabea, Matt, and Oliver are all warmed up in the practice of making stemware the way we do here at the Glass Academy. Thank you. Which is an Italian style of blowing glass and has our own American flair to it. And Chris is now in the show, and he has something to say.
I just got into the show, folks. What's happening?
Well, hello, Chris.
Hey.
What do you have to say?
Yeah, what do you have to say?
Really, I was just saying I was talking to the guy who's putting the new furnace and air conditioner on the building, which is a huge thing, so he got me kind of stalled away from being on the show. But I did want to say that the sound sounds perfect. I checked it out on my phone to make sure, and everything sounds perfect with the sound, so we're in business. Jake's got the footing tool going on right now. Watch this application. I love the creamy application. We
Took it right to the station.
literally did, like, I think what we do, like 30 wine glasses over the 3 days at the Ann Arbor Art Festival.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, we were blowing glass for like 3 12-hour days.
It was insane.
And all we did was make stemware, and I think it was incredible.
We had a good time. Tabea tore it up, man. She
Yeah,
did
she
amazing work.
All right,
You have a mug somewhere? I'll take over the camera.
Beautiful. Would you look at that beautiful, proportionately sized foot right there, and I can hold it directly up like this and not worry about it falling back on itself, because I know that after those like 12 seconds of me touching it with the metal tool and Tabea pushing on the bottom, it hit the exact stiffening moment of temperature, which is right about 1200 degrees.
What would you say the most important thing that you have to do to the piece right now, Jake, is?
Give it love and affection and really make it feel good.
Yeah, and equalize the foot and the top, right?
Yes, 100%.
And what we're talking about equalizing it, guys, is Tabea just brought him that molten, creamy 2100 degree gather that he wrapped onto the bottom and used a footing tool. Well, it's still hotter than the rest of the piece. So every time he goes into the heat source and reheats the goblet or the wine glass, he has to make sure that the neck gets hotter and the foot gets colder for the punting process, which is happening right now.
Chris, can I ask a favor that Roland asked for?
Yes.
Could you sketch out your next piece right now while they're finishing this up?
Oh yeah, I love sketching stuff out.
Watch this. Tiny little... And that is an intentional breaking of the neck. Right down there, Dad. Bottom left by the color cabinet.
All right, no stress on Tabea. She's got the piece, and she's like, come on, Jake, come back,
She's
take your
working
goblet.
it.
I gotta
She's
say, it's a
working
lot nicer than out in Ann Arbor, where our opening was about the same size as the top of our cups.
Yeah, we would go in there and the opening was probably like 3.5 inches wide. And we were making cup tops 3.25 inches wide, just like the one Michelle was showing off, and like a lot of the ones you see on the table out there. But to fast forward, I mean, reverse back to what I said a second ago that sounded kind of freaky, the breaking of the neck. That was the zone that is connected to the pipe. That was the lip of the piece. When it's connected to the pipe, we call that the neck, and that was the constriction that I wanted the piece to break off of the pipe at. Nowhere else on the piece did we want anything to break. And it worked beautifully, so now I have this opening on the end. We flipped it around, and I'm gonna be able to go in here and work it into an open, beautiful goblet shape. And if you guys have questions about that process or what Chris is doing, or anything about glass blowing or life in general, Bess is monitoring the comments and will give you all sorts of life advice.
All right.
Always.
So speaking of which, hey, Bess,
Yeah.
where do we got people watching from today?
We have people watching from
Welcome, Trent.
everywhere. So I'm going to start on the FB side. We've got, let's see here, Carrie, as always, tuning in. We've got Annette from Chicago. John has us pulled up at the brewery, which they don't have Tabea there this week because we have Tabea.
Uh-huh.
But there's still a watch party going on. We've got Carol, as always, from Sarnia. Hannah's here from Sweden. Sil is here from Sterling Heights, Michigan. Pat's
Yeah.
here from Shelby Township. Carol said she's sitting there knitting mittens for the homeless and watching us blow glass. Sounds like a really relaxing night, Carol. Way to go.
Sounds wholesome and amazing.
Yolanda's here from Chelsea. Dan is watching from Nova Scotia. Mary's here
Nice.
from Hudsonville.
Nova Scotia.
PJ is here from Dearborn Heights. Colleen is here from New Hampshire. Over on the YT side, Jeff is here from Grand Rapids. Coffee is here from Knoxville, Iowa. Angel is here from Argentina. Cassie's here from Midland. Susan's here from Cedar Springs. So people all over the place are tuning in tonight.
Son of a gun.
I wonder if anyone saw us at Ann Arbor. If you did, throw a thumbs up. There were people that came from all over the U.S. to attend this art fair.
So I don't know if I'm having some sort of,
Flashback.
what's it called when you,
Deja
a
vu?
placebo weird effect here, but it does feel like the coating of actual seaweed that we put all over the cup top here at the very beginning of this process might be not allowing the glass to heat up as hot as it traditionally would. It seems really stiff.
You think sea kelp?
I think there could be something to do with aliens and the depths of the sea.
Like a giant squid or something?
Yeah.
I
So
knew it.
if there was squid juice all over this piece, how would champagne taste coming
At
out
least
of
the
this?
squid juice is on the outside of this cup.
That's right.
Does it keep coming from the glass, or is it just the first glass?
Right. You drink it right out of the glass. I'm going to touch up the shape one more time here. I'm going to get everything straightened up, and then we're going to take a look at it. Once we get a good look at it, we'll decide what we're doing after that. But I'm really digging what we got going on here. I'd really like this to go to one of our subscribed members, which is exactly what's going to happen, because the first piece of every show is
It's a
only
members
available
exclusive.
to our subscribed members. But that's both the Star Supporters and the Loyalty League levels, correct? So
You gotta
Beth
put-
sends out
Loyalty
that
League.
link.
No, it's
You're-
just Loyalty League.
Put any handles
Just Loyalty
on there?
League. That's our top tier membership. And yes, because it's only for our top tier members, I shall put some squid-like handles on there.
Nice.
I think that's a great call. That's what we're working with right now. It's just an amber, but it's going to become a metallic gold on the stem here, and I think putting some sort of metallic gold accent on the side of the piece is a really great idea. So we'll do it.
Going to tell.
We've got an amazing giveaway that we made last week, the ruby turtle that we'll be giving away later in the show. We also have 2 big checks to show to you guys. One is the giveaway amount for the Texas
smack
flood
of gold
relief,
and get ready
and
to
one
eat.
is our second check of the year for the Sea Turtle Conservancy. So stay tuned for those. We'll be showing off those in just a little bit. Yeah, we've got 1 giveaway, 2 checks, and a great time.
All right, I love
Always a
that third
great
thing.
time. Oh, where's the big turtle? We got to show the big turtle off.
No one saw it?
Ready, Jake?
He's hiding
Yeah,
over there
I'm
in
ready.
the corner.
Okay, when we're ready. We're not ready right now.
All right.
Last week we worked with the Sea Turtle
Just go ahead for
Conservancy, and we
an
made a special
equally-
turtle
or just
for
heat
them.
that back up real hot.
And so we'll show you that turtle. If you were here on the show last week, you saw it made hot. The finished turtle, once it's cooled off, was ready the next day. And now we can show it to you this week.
Whoa, pretty delicate.
I like it.
Squid-like.
All right, Tabea needs to bring Jake another bit, exactly like the first one, hot enough that it can do the same technique. And Jake has to cut the same amount and form and shape it exactly the same. No pressure.
Let's do it.
This is like the sporting event. He's lined up for the 3-point.
It's funny that you say that because Dave just put in the comments, go for the gold, Jake.
Go for the gold.
I'm
Here's-
going for it.
Here's
Just the
a
2 sides.
secret.
That'll do. Yeah, thanks, Tabea.
If you are a glass blower, what you do is you line it up with the pipe, the bit, and the handles, so you get your straight line, and that's how you know you'll be exactly opposite. You can always mark your pipe with chalk if you need an extra time to think about it. But the more you do it, the more symmetrical and easy it gets for you. Oops.
And the really tricky thing about handles like this and the rest of the piece cooling down so much, the glass starts at 2,000 degrees. The thinner it gets, the quicker it cools, and it wants to stiffen up and just break itself. So as soon as I touch it twice, the little tip there, it's already solid. You really get pretty much no working time. But I think that's pretty classy. I think it's pretty elegant. It's kind of got some squiddy seaweed mojo to it. And we're still going to iridize the gold in a second, but you can kind of see a little light bit of hazy seaweed flavor down here. This is a beautiful kind of pinkish purple. This is one of our newest colors here in the shop. And then we're going to iridize right now the gold handles and the gold stem. And then ideally this is going to break off of the pipe right at the connection. Go for it, Tabea. At the very end of the pipe. And we'll put it away and cool it down overnight.
Where are you going to put it away?
We're going to put it away.
In your storage safe?
Yeah, right in there.
All right.
Everything we make's got to be cooled down slowly, guys. You know that. If you don't, if you're someone new watching, it's a cool process, but the thickness of the glass determines how long it's cooled down to room temperature. Everything we're doing on the show tonight, we got predetermined. It's probably going to be about 18 hours of room temperature. But if we had done something that was 4 or 5 inches thick,
I don't know if that's his mic.
ideal for about a month.
Yeah.
Okay, Roland, this is for you. We're talking about this amazing piece.
Delicately knocking it off here.
Let's go. Oh, yeah. Tabea is hot with the torch. This is a little
Need a fork?
direct
I
flame
got a
that she
fork.
can put right on the bottom,
Just
and
eat
any
pasta
sharp
with it.
edges are melted away. Because this is a goblet, the best way to sign it underneath is she stamps it with our bronze stamp. And Jake continues the process, getting the forks Let's follow
Anywhere on the bottom of 3.
to
Okay.
the annealer.
Now, we've been blowing glass in here all day. We had Matt and Oliver, part of our amazing hot shop team, in here making some pumpkins, which you may or may not have gotten a good look at. But those are top secret pumpkins.
Tops.
Are they this year's signature pumpkin?
I didn't say anything about that.
Hey, Jake, you want to take this a second?
Yeah.
Say hello to everyone. Hey, everyone. My name is Michelle. I'm on the camera. You'll see me on the inside. Holler if you have questions. I'll take care of you. And next up is Chris.
Next up is Chris. This is the gathering point. Check it out, folks. And we're going to get into piece number 2 here during the summer. We do hour-and-a-half long shows. Chris is going to be joining in as the second piece designer and lead in the hot shop. Tabea is going to be assisting on this one as well.
You can take them over and show them the drawing I drew.
Let's get a good look, folks.
I'm going to use the bowl of tone mold. I'm going to definitely put some handles on the thing. Tabea's going to pull out some brilliant yellow because I'm going to try to make some type of a stem that looks like a sun.
Whoa. Look at this beautiful drawing.
You
He's
got the
got even
transparent
the
yellow?
reflection in that sphere right there, drawn quite, powerfully. And you could see the rest of our drawings here from the previous week or 2. This is during our happy hour class where folks come in and they sit down at the bar right behind us and they grab a cocktail. There's Grandpa again. They grab a cocktail and they sit there just like Grandpa and they watch us design their piece. They design it, we make it.
Jake,
Yeah,
we
it's
had
a
a
really good-
question.
Oh,
How do we clean the chalk off the floors? Do we just wait until it goes away, or do we?
yes, I'll give you a demonstration here. Chris is going for a reheat. It's kind of like this.
So are you saying that you didn't use the Sharpie chalk?
No, this is not permanent chalk.
Yeah, it just wears off, and I think it's pretty sweet to see a couple days over the weekend. Really, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays are the happy hour times, but to see the layers and layers of each one
Yeah.
of those things, show them, Jake, on the floor. Those are all somebody's piece that was made for them before their very eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, it's super cool.
And you can see them here, and then we get to come in and reminisce on themselves. This one for Jason over here is sitting on the shelf right to my left, turned out beautifully. And it's just really fun time, really fun class for us. Here comes the bubble. Take a look.
And
Bubble like it's rounding the
It's
bend.
hard to
Yeah,
take
it
a bubble
did.
look.
it was
comes
rounding
quick.
the bend.
Okay.
Oh, the trick with glass blowing, you have something to say?
I was going to say the table. Do you want to talk about the table?
I will talk about the table. As soon as I mention to the people, whether they know or don't know, here comes Bess with that mug. Thank you. Look at how that turned out.
So you guys can see it went from a floor drawing to real life.
Look at that. Such talent, such skill.
That was a really fun one. But the trick with glass blowing, the reason I said that bubble was a little hard to catch, thank you, Bess,
Yeah.
is that the glass makes you move at a certain speed. You need to be very efficient with the glass, and it cools down, it stiffens up quick. So when Chris is going to put the bubble in there and he blows that first bubble out and he's holding it up, as soon as the bubble's in there, it doesn't behoove him to stand and hold that up in the air for another 10 seconds, even when we're recording, because you want to work with this core heat that you have,
Blow.
and especially when he's going for a yellow transparent
Keep
color,
going.
one of the stiffest colors out there. He
Below.
needs to be very aware of his timing and what's going on.
Good.
Can you spell behoove?
Behoove?
Behoove. Behoof.
Behoove?
Like
It's a word.
bee hoof.
It's a word.
It
Yeah,
is.
if we
It
break
is.
that down to its Latin origin,
All right, we're gonna take a transparent orange stem.
then we would have a really good time.
Okay. We've got an amazing table for you guys tonight.
Oh my
Michelle
gosh.
is showing off right now.
So I can hand model a couple of them as I have an opinion. Well, maybe we don't have time in
Tabea, you
between the piece, but
And this will go live in 5 minutes.
number 5 has been a top favorite of many people. That was Lucy's favorite. She was in love with it. Number 4 has been a really popular one in a style I've never seen done before, pulling out the bottom
Kind
there.
of looks like a vintage, like 50s.
That was me and Oliver, I believe.
If you're new to the show, at 6:30 we have a website page that matches this. These are all unique, one of a kind. You match the number. Bess will post the link and you can purchase.
Yeah, so she'll post the
Absolutely.
link. You go to glassacademy.com. But again, these are literally brand new. Have never been made available for sale, and there's no dust on them at all. These were made for this show in Ann Arbor.
Wait, what are you
and
saying? That
specific
our other products have dust on
to
them?
our virtual gallery.
All right, so what I got going on over here, guys, is I've got a brilliant yellow. It looks orange right now, but it's a brilliant yellow Bolatone wine glass top, which when you pour some red Merlot in there, it's going to look gorgeous. And I've asked Tabea to bring me a nice orange, fiery-looking stem that I'm going to put some flame-like, actually just handles that are going to be super crazy looking, so it kind of looks like a sun. It's going to be bright. We just got notified that we're going to get back into the 95-degree weather
Let's go.
later this week, so it's going to be ridiculously hot, so why not make a goblet that's symbolic of the sun, which makes us all feel like we're going to burn up and explode.
That's right.
Yep.
If you guys have questions
Right
for
where you are.
Tabibi over here on her second appearance on The Gathering Point, put them in the chat. Tabea's been blowing glass now for literally exactly 6 months.
What?
And
That's it?
me and her and the rest of the Hot Shop team, we're all going to have our Hot Shop evaluations in the morning and rotate through and talk about Tabea's, 5-year plan, 3-year plan, 1-year plan, her plan for tomorrow, all that. And it's going to be a serious performance review.
Whoa,
She's in
no
for one,
stress.
you guys.
Gosh, darn.
No, it's a good time. It's really nice having great communication throughout the Glass Academy and having my entire Hot Shop team be on the same page and with an open line of communication and great teamwork and action, and just it's a really good energy we got over here, and that's why I think the glass represents that energy so nicely. We don't have really any angsty looking glassware around these parts.
So no pressure tonight. I've got the review tomorrow. I've got to do really good tonight if I want to keep my job. Is that what I'm hearing?
Don't
Yeah, this is
mess
a
up.
big situation, folks.
This is actually part of your review right
Yeah.
now, Tabea.
Good gravy. All right,
Oh,
Beth,
it's
you
gonna
got
be
any
fun.
questions in the chat?
I have
Um,
a question for you when you're done with that.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to just ask that first?
I was going to ask which one you think's going to sell first. We got 2 minutes till the table goes live.
Perfect. So,
Number 5,
all right.
Battle,
I'm going for 4.
I'm going for number
press,
8.
number 8.
hardest.
I just happen to really
Okay,
like
lighten
number
up.
8. I like the shape. I like the
Off for
color
one sec.
change up at the top. It's very different.
I'd like to say number 4, but I think it also could be a little too funky for the people. I think that number 3 might be, or number 1.
I considered number 1.
I think number 1 is about as classic and beautiful as it gets. Perfect, like 6 to 8 ounce wine pour.
I also like that lime green one all the way at the end on the second shelf. I can't see
Number
what number
9.
it is. Okay, number 9.
Number 11's great too. It's a tough decision,
It
but I'm going to
is.
put my guess on number 11.
Dave likes number 6.
Tabea?
Jeff likes number 3.
I say number 11's getting buck
I
wild.
already chose that one.
You did?
Yeah.
I like number 5. Is that little tulipy
That one's already been
looking?
chose.
Oh,
10? Can I do 10?
You can pick 10. I love 10. 10's
I love
probably
10.
my
10's
personal
cool.
favorite.
I'm going with 4.
All right, the votes
All right,
are
you can
in.
bring that yellow
About
foot.
1 minute till the table goes live, folks. They're one and done. We're not recreating any of those. When they're sold, they'll be pulled from the table, and they're going to be shipped out across the country.
I didn't really get an opportunity to tell you which one, so I'm gonna right now, guys. And if you want some amazing perp action, number 12. Nobody picked number 12, right?
Nope, nobody did. And
My
that purple
vote's
is
number
dark.
12, and that thing's tight. That thing's comfortable. I made that one. When you pick it up, it's mind-blowing. It's
It
so
almost-
comfortable.
Those windows in the background almost look like they had some sort of burnt seaweed rubbed all over them.
Well, the good news is
I love those
they're all
windows.
getting replaced.
They're getting replaced.
Well, one of them's plexiglass, so it can't be cleaned, and I want clean windows.
Robin says she loves the new setup for the table.
Oh, thanks,
it does
Robin.
look really clean here. I'm looking at the stream. It looks amazing.
It does
What's
look
up,
really
Robin?
nice. I feel like we're doing a lot of perps tonight. We did the first piece was perps.
Yeah.
We've got a couple perps on there. My nails are perps. The giveaway sheet is perps tonight.
That's my perps noise.
Speaking of perps, for the Loyalty League piece, I'm working on getting that up on the website right now.
Oh, you mean the Seaweed Super Blaster?
Is that what we're calling it?
Yep.
All right, that's what we're calling it.
That
So
one's going down in the record book.
as soon as that's available, I will let you guys know. We did have a question come in for Tabibi. So the question was, were you nervous
for one
working at
sec.
the Ann Arbor
Okay,
Art
back on
Fair?
lightly.
Ooh, that's a good
Hold on,
one.
just a
Tabea
sec,
doesn't get
Beth.
nervous.
Good.
She does.
What was the question, Beth?
Were you nervous working at the art fair?
Art fair I wasn't super nervous about. Kalamazoo a few months back I was.
Perks.
I was a little nervous because I had heard that the glass out there reacts differently because we're blowing with propane versus natural gas.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's
So
really,
it does make the glass react a little different. So getting used to that was probably my biggest thing.
and the wind.
And the
I
wind.
mean, we were in a
was
wind tunnel.
insane. And it was so fun to make the goblets that we made. And you'll see, when you purchase one, you guys will see how thin the foot is, how thin the cups are. They're like some pristine goblets we're really proud of. And the fact that we were doing it out of our mobile unit in a wind tunnel and they were turning out great is really just, I was feeling really good about it. I was really proud. I think they look really nice.
Plus, anyone who gets one of these goblets can say that these are some of the propane-fired cups.
Yep. And it's a really good point from Tabea to say that she was curious, or maybe not nervous, but a little bit
Pushed slightly.
interested in how that was all going to go down with the propane and blowing glass outside. And you guys are seeing Chris, or Tabea, assisting Chris on stemware, Venetian stemware right now. And Tabea's only 6 months into blowing glass.
What?
So if there's any glass blowers out there that have, or they're, apprentice glass blowers, or they're hobbyists, or they've been trying it themselves, or even just taking a class anywhere, it's impressive that she's doing this at 6 months, but it's also because we pushed the heck out of her, and she's in here every day blowing glass. She's got a great head on her shoulders.
Well, anyone
and-
who does that, it's like the 10,000 hours. You know what I mean? Like you could be a glass blower doing it once a week for 5 years and you would not have the skill. 'Cause
Forever.
Totally.
I was telling people that they were asking if they could take classes, and they wanted to open up their own studio, and they'd never touched glass before, but they wanted to buy the furnaces and had them shipped to their house right away, spend $40,000 on a furnace. And I said to the guy, this was at the weekend there, I said, I don't know, man. If I were you, I would get into it a little bit more and get your hands on the glass before you invest in a furnace.
Seriously.
You don't want to have that the baggage of a huge propane or natural gas bill. You can't do that,
For 3 days, we used 800 pounders. Are the 100 pounders propanes, the tall boys? 800 pound propane tanks. That's the about 6 foot or 5 foot tall.
They're 800 or 500?
wide ones.
100 each, 8 of them.
8 of them.
Oh.
So 800 pounds of propane for 3 days, and they're about $100 a piece. So if we do
the math.
serious math, with like we were doing last week, we should have like a math zone, a math portion of the show.
No, thank you.
This one's much easier than last week.
Only when Oliver's on the show.
800 divided by
Oliver's
8.
the math guy.
That's $100 a tank. That's 800 over 3 days. That's about, 2.75.
So if we
tanks,
sell,
$275 a day in propane.
all right, so if we sell 8 goblets tonight, we would have paid for the propane.
Yes.
Plus rental fees, delivery fees.
Yes.
I'd like to say something.
Why
over
don't you
here.
say
Oh.
something?
That's fine. I have 3 things to say.
You said that your piece, Jake, was not heating up because of the seaweed was rubbed all over it.
Yeah.
Well, no seaweed was rubbed all over mine, and mine's heating up like nothing at all. It's
Do
not
you
heating up
think
at all.
that it could be because we were blowing with like a 3,000 degree propane fired glory hole over the weekend?
I mean, I was in there. I couldn't even heat up for like 20 seconds, you guys, and I had to get out of there because the piece was going to turn back into mush.
It was insane.
And
So
now,
was it too hot? Was the glory hole too hot?
no.
For a lot of glass artists, it was. We
Okay.
had some You know, we had some celeb shot artists come in and do some work this weekend, and
they
it got
couldn't
rowdy.
even do it. We were jumping around like kangaroos out there.
Bess politely has her hand raised over here.
All right, Bess has some questions. Bess, the floor is yours.
3 things to say. 1, the table is live.
Live on
So
the table.
I wanted to make sure you guys knew about that. I did already put the link in the comments. Number 2, the Loyalty League piece is available.
Okay,
Number 3,
Purple
we
and
have
gold.
a technical question.
beautiful.
And also number 4, the first piece did sell.
Yes, and which is it?
So it was kind of a combo order. There were 2 goblets that sold in the same order at the same time.
12.
That's tough.
It was not 12.
It was not 12.
It was
definitely
number
11.
No, it was number 3 and number 5 in the same order.
I mean,
I should have
wanted
chose
to
number
pick
3.
5.
I stepped off of number 3. That was going to be my guess.
Oh, and
I'm-
here comes Sarah. She's
Number
taking
3
them off
and number
the
5
table.
both sold. So
I'm feeling
Aunt
pretty
Sue
good
got it
about
right.
it.
And there goes 11.
That was the next order after it.
That was the next one? It was the second one?
Yes.
Oh. So pretty much I got 2 out of 3 right.
Well, does it count
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
made
yeah.
those?
No.
No.
That's not what this
I
is
think
about.
it does.
Two technical questions for you guys. One is from Frank.
Frank.
Frank says, do you have to do anything different to get bubbles out of your mobile unit since it's only on for a short time?
When we turn it off, it really squeezes the bubbles out.
Yeah.
And then the next time we light it up, there's no bubbles because it's slowly cooled down. So, no.
Good.
And then when it's the mobile unit, we don't go through that much glass. Especially when we're making goblets and they're thin. I mean, it's still half a tank in there.
Yeah,
All right,
we're
some yellow
also
bits.
really not particular about bubbles, guys. It's like you could spend so much time and have so many different theories
Small.
about how you're going to exclude bubbles from the glass. And in my mind, it really doesn't. It's not worth the effort to really be
that.
particular about it. So I'm not offended by a couple of bubbles in the piece. I think it adds character.
It's like a birthmark.
Unless perhaps Frank is talking about really seedy glass. And that's glass that I'm not really a fan of. That's glass that has many, many little bubbles
Yellow.
in it, and it looks like a bunch of little strawberry seeds. And that doesn't look intentional. That looks like ultra recycled, like
That's
Coke
like
bottle glass.
When you go to Pier 1 and you buy the
Yes.
glass that has all the bubbles, it's a different melting technique and it's not something we do. So in
then
our
when it-
class, yeah, we don't have to worry.
we're not too particular about it. But then when you get to the mobile unit,
Yes.
I'm just going to let these guys focus for a second here.
Steady.
This is some serious action.
Bring it up over here. You always got to hang it from you right there.
And you're trying to keep it
Stay.
the same thickness. Nice. Yeah.
Jeff says, so do your ovens, glory hole, and torches run off of natural gas in the shop?
They do. Correct. Yes, they do. We've got some serious natural gas lines coming through here, and they go up and over there. That one's like a 2-incher or a 3-inch line, would you say, Dad?
3.
3-inch line. It's nice to ask technical questions and building maintenance questions right in the final moments of the completion of this Venetian goblet. Got to keep him on his toes.
I'm purposely putting these yellow bits on loose so they're kind of big and funky, so they're kind of like the flares coming off the sun. I'm ready.
So Katrina says, what a terrific selection of colors
Hey.
and style.
Seriously.
I know.
3 and 5 found a home here.
Yes, Katrina, the drinkware collector.
Lift.
Did I hear Chris say he made these 2?
That's right.
Oh, you see that starting to turn yellow. That's how you know you're at the final stages of it dropping below 1,000. So Chris got right into the heat and got ready to go.
There's the
I
drawing.
believe that's only the second time I brought that style bit. So
Dang, good job,
Incredible work,
Tabea.
Tabea. You got to have steady hands for that type stuff.
Steady hands. Steady hand to Tabea.
Icarus has a question when we're ready for that.
All right, what
I
is
am
it?
ready.
So Icarus says, is there another option to decorate the foot of a mug besides a rosetta?
To decorate the foot of the mug besides.
A rosetta.
Yes, there's many different styles of feet that we can offer. For example, Michelle has one on her daily driver over here. This is a new style of kind of like a daisy-like foot, which is pretty cool.
I love that mug.
I know.
And then over this weekend, a good friend that we met in Kalamazoo, Jessica, came into town for her, it was the last happy hour of the day on Sunday. And we made, here's the drawing of it on the floor here, it's almost gone, but we did that same style foot on hers, except we pulled out each of those flowers with the tip of the tweezer, and it looked even more flower-like and really elegant and classy and super cool. Shouts out, Jessica.
All right, Roland, this is for you. Jake's sketching out the next piece. There's no
Sounds like-
reduction on this goblet.
There it goes, folks.
All right.
You want to explain that?
Yeah, it just cracked.
Dang.
I know, yeah. I put water on the punny and the foot shattered on it. Just kind of what happens. It's a bummer,
Well-
but it was a sweet looking piece. It had that great sun look on it. It was looking good along the bottom, but sometimes that happens. You know, you put a little water on it and the glass cracks. It was paper thin up on the top. It was a beauty. But we'll move on to the next one. You're going to get this right now. Check Jake out. He's drawing it up.
All right, this is a good time to let you know we are at show number 328. This is the first time you've been to our show. And tonight we have a question. Every night you have a chance to win, and here's tonight's question. Do you have any family heirloom drinkware? What's the story behind it? What makes it special for you? There's a teapot there. I'm guessing Sarah might have a teapot in her collection.
Possibly.
Right? So you enter to win, you send your answer to
enews@glassacademy.com. Please make sure you put your name as well as your answer in the email so we know who you are.
all right, Beth has something exciting.
So I'm going to show you guys the first big check of the night. We've got two, like I mentioned earlier. The first one is our funds that we raised for the Sea Turtle Conservancy just last week's show. So if you remember, we did our Creature of the Year, which is our sea turtle, and we already raised about $400 through sales in the gallery during our spring show. For the Sea Turtle Conservancy, we had our collaboration show last week where we had Lexi from the Sea Turtle Conservancy here answering your questions. We had a fantastic time with her. And so I wanted to show this to you guys because we raised an extra almost $100
Yes.
for them, bringing our
Yeah.
grand total to about
Bonus
$500
money.
raised for them. So thank you to you guys who participated, who either sent a donation or you guys purchased something, and a percentage of those sales went to them as well last week. I will be switching this out, and the next time you see this, we're going to be talking about our donation for the Texas Flood Relief Fund. So stay tuned for that, and I'll show that off with our next segment of housekeeping.
Okay, this was the turtle that we made. Super nice green special with dark eyes. Wow, it looks super cool.
Love the texture on the fins. It's very
Looks
Slipper-like.
great. So this is going to go to the Sea Turtle Conservancy. They will put it on display with a little QR code to watch the live show. And if you enjoyed the show, now it's immortalized on YouTube land.
Forever. All right, we're gonna get back into the action. There was some treachery involved there, and that's the story and the life of glass and glass artists and glass blowing. You could spend that whole 25, 30 minutes with color, with time, with material, with photography, and get to the very end and one little drop of water creeps onto the foot and you lose the entire piece. So there's nothing fun about that. The only thing that we can do is move on to the next one and
Start over. That's like saying if you're a writer, the first book you write, the first copy is perfect. It isn't. It takes years of experience. And even then, your editor says, you need to redo chapter 14. It doesn't make sense.
I think a better correlation would be you're, 6 holes into a 9-hole round and you're shooting even par and you come around the corner and you shoot one into the woods twice and you shoot a triple bogey.
When you are not a golfer, none of this makes any sense.
So you went from shooting your best round around to pretty much dropping your goblet on the floor, and it happens to us pretty much all the time. And it's a great emotional lesson. Yeah.
Exactly. There's
Yeah.
probably plenty of people out there listening who are golfers.
If you guys are a golfer, put a thumbs up or an emoji, a golf emoji in the chat.
Yeah.
Let's see how many golfers we have on the show.
Flood the comments, all you golfers
Yeah,
watching the
let's
show.
see.
If you've
it.
ever golfed, if you ever hit the ball once, put
If
your
you've
emoji
ever
in
even
there.
No,
watched
it's-
what golf is,
It's not putt-putt.
I was just gonna ask, does putt-putt golf
No.
count?
Putt-putt
That's when he's talking a
counts.
bogey. Putt-putt does not count.
You can get a bogey on a putt-putt course.
oh
Jeez.
yeah.
You really suck if you do that, but that's all right.
I
Good.
love Dave's
Save us,
questions.
Dave.
Now, there was a lot of frustration going on with the piece and
Blow?
making it and timing and a bunch of other shit that dealt with that, Dave. So there was more than just the yellow glass. That piece
Good.
would have came off the pipe just fine. I had an emotional breakdown at the last moment and just pretty much shit-canned it.
Oh. Seaweed special with the Venetian golden handles on there. It's a beautiful piece.
And number 4 is still on the table. That would make a lovely set.
Super gently blown into the pipe on this one. Mostly sealing it, but giving me a little bit of pressure to push against.
Yes, Tabea's
Oh, yeah.
known for her nails.
Good.
Let's do a
Thank
drive-by.
you, Carol.
Oh, so fancy. Oh, while we're here, if you're new to the show, you could subscribe to our channel. That was pretty loud. That just really...
I'd like to ask a technical nail question to
Okay.
Tabea right now.
Well,
Is
let me get a bit at the same
you
time.
need a bit? What
Yes,
kind of
please.
bit? For
An orange
I
one
can-
for the stem?
I can talk to her. Well, she's bringing you an orange one for sure. But I was just wondering if those
A little
nails,
on the bigger side.
if you have enough crazy stuff in those nails, could they be flammable?
Nail polish, when it's not dried, is flammable, but when it's dried, it's pretty flammable. I have found with the heat, they're not lasting as long though. My top coat will start to peel off in about a week, whereas it used to be able to last about 2 weeks.
Ah, nice. Well, that's good. I like that kind of information.
So there is your daily dose of Tabea's nail information, ladies and gentlemen.
I think
And I'm
it's
sure
a good thing.
you'll get more of it every time she's on the show.
Tidbits from Tabea.
Tabea's nail tidbits.
Yep.
Tabibi's tidbits.
Keep going. Keep digging, everyone.
All right, got a really cool shape. We have iridescent gold sugar here. Now, of course, it's not sugar because it would be popping and sizzling. It's glass, but it's a very fine grain glass.
Oh, you know what our question might have to be when Chris gets his whoop? What's the average steps of the glass blower in the hot shop on any
Right.
given day? How many steps
Yep.
do we get in when we do the Gathering Point show? Tabea, does your watch track steps
It
too?
does track. I'd have to go look it up, but my watch does track steps.
We're gonna have to check this. That might be next week's question. We'll wait until Chris gets his.
Went for the jumbo sturdy stem here.
It kind of looks like a mushroom right now.
I think the Venetians call those corn dog stems.
Corn dog stems.
That's right.
I'm not sure. I
Here's what we're gonna
understand.
do.
All right, we're gonna go look at the drawing.
Yeah.
What color foot are you
Because-
gonna want?
We're gonna just handle some business here first.
You're like balance your checkbook or something.
Yes.
So that is a pretty cool technique, and it's a wondrous technique when you have a torch to work the piece.
Wondrous.
Because Jake now can heat up just that bottom with the whole stem, and he can actually pull a whole nother bottom and of oleo off of that and thin the stem out to the thickness that he feels is a little bit better, which I think is a great thing he just did.
I think it was the right move. It was kind of like if you were to see this and I do everything that was in the drawing and we complete this piece and it looks amazing, it kind of reminds me of the Austin Powers movie where he starts talking to the guy with the mole on his face.
Harry Melanoma, was that the guy's name?
You'd just be looking at this piece and your eye couldn't be drawn away from the giant elephant leg, super thick, ridiculous.
It's the corn dog. You went home and tossing and turning tonight, dreaming about the corn dog stem.
Yeah, that's just not cool. All right.
Oh, I like this. Dave Worth said he spends his money on glass, so he can't go golfing.
There you go, Dave.
This is true.
All right, now that is mucho mejor.
And then Hannah asked if we've ever dipped the glass in sugar, and the answer is 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of around Halloween
Clear.
time when we can get nerds and stuff, we'll show you that
Straight
technique
from the
again.
front, I'm ready.
I also think you did it during an experimental show way back in the day.
Oh, we did, because we did like baking sugar.
Yeah.
The colored sugar.
Fred and I were doing some experimental mixing of a whole tank of glass that we wanted to be amber, and we added 5 pounds of brown sugar to it.
What?
Yep.
And what
That
happened?
was pretty sweet.
Get
that's part
it?
of that's
Sweet?
part of what you needed to add to to get it to be a beautiful amber, and it was pretty cool.
I wonder who figured that recipe out. What?
She's coming in hot. This is one of the coolest, nicest, best squished feet. Back end down. Wrangle it. Flip it.
It's always important to wrangle the glass, guys. The wrangler. To be the wrangler.
Look at that.
Beauteous, beauteous.
Now that was hot. That just got slopped on there, and I'm gonna take this and just so elegantly give it a nice squish till it's paper thin, and then we're gonna take a look at it, and it's just perfectly round, and I love that footing tool.
Do you love that footing tool?
And I'd love to have color in every single foot, but the amount of enjoyment and perfection that comes from doing it straight from the furnace when it's at 2140 degrees on there, it's just like, geez.
I'm gonna check that, Jake, right now.
Good.
Sorry, you're off. 2139. 1 degree off.
Error.
Good call, though.
It was close. All right, so now that that's all organized, this is going to be a pretty sizable trophy piece here. Bright orange for the stem. It looks brown right now, but it's a transparent orange. Looks like, you know,
Take a look at the
pumpkin
part
orange.
you cut off.
Yep, it is starting to turn orange down there for sure.
It's turd orange?
Turd orange down there.
That's a bad turd.
And then we've got this iridescent textured
That's a great noise in my ear.
top
really?
of the glass.
I didn't actually mind it. It was alright.
And when we have that texture, we call that the shugs on top of it. When we iridize it at the very end, it really shows, the light will really bounce off of all those little components.
We have a question for Tabea.
Ooh, she's getting them all today.
Yes.
How does one spell Tabea?
T-A-B-I-B-I.
Tabibi?
That is the official spelling.
Thank you.
All right, we have a small studio audience today. Any questions, studio audience? Oh, number 5 has been requested to be made.
What was number 5? The big iris blue one?
No, that was the little short one with the scalloped lip.
Ah, was that the Nolan special? No, it was yours. Was it Nolan's?
That could have been Nolan's. I thought you had made it, but
I
maybe
can't
it was
remember. But I did want to say something. Turn your back, Jake. Turn your face the other way for the camera. Check this out, you guys. The giveaway is the turtle that is on Jake's back.
What?
Yep, that's right.
Someone's
love
getting
it.
it for free?
This is the giveaway piece. That's right.
Wow. That was a really fun turtle show. We talked about the turtle give back. Did we talk about the Texas flood give back?
No, but do you want to make your piece and then
I
we'll
guess
do
I'll
it?
just focus.
Yeah, you better focus, Jake. You want the camera to be on that sweet glass.
Do you
Okay.
want to draw your next one? I'm not sure the
I'm going to make the
timing.
same one I just made.
Redo?
Again. Yeah, why not? It's already drawn.
What do you guys think? Should he reattempt the same design and complete the mission? Or should he sculpt something new?
I was having trouble. I couldn't talk while I was making it. I was turning my microphone on and off more than I was like working the piece. It was like all agitated. So I can make that piece or any other piece as long as the microphone system's working just fine. It's hard to like blow glass and talk and tell
Well, that's
people
why
and
we're
answer
here.
questions and stuff. Well, I mean, obviously I know that's what was going down when I was making that piece.
All right, I just want to say YouTube is beating out Facebook tonight. Thank you, thank you.
You say beaten out?
Beating out 56-26.
5626. Is that the amount of likes and interaction we've gotten
Yes.
on there?
Yep.
Well, keep them coming, folks, because if you're not subscribed to the channel,
It's free.
it's free. We do this every week. It's a family business. We blow glass for a living. 20 years now, 20 plus years at this location. Multiple generations and a lot of cool artistic mojo.
Jake started when he was 7. We had him sweeping the floors and shucking the pipes.
Yes, there was
Doing
a
the
lot
color.
of child labor involved. Maybe we shouldn't say that. I feel like the
I'm teasing.
AI robots could shut it down.
I'm teasing.
Look at this shape.
That
I don't
is
like it like that.
I like it like
coffee
that too.
cocktail. Doesn't it? A coffee cocktail with foam on the top and a cherry on it.
And that's a white
Yeah.
wine glass. The white wine glasses are definitely straighter.
Now I
Like
really want to
Chardonnay.
add 2 clear bands, potentially 3 depending on how it goes down. So they're going to be hot and mostly kind of on the pipe, and we're going to sling them off like a lip wrap. But I've never done something like that before, and I was nervous about it during the moment when I was making that one, and Chris just reiterated the importance of me having a thicker stem here for this move, because if the glass is paper thin and we went to add a hot clear addition of glass on there, I'll let you take over, Dad. I'm going to focus. Did you finish that description?
Sentence.
The anti-corn dog stem reasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
well, it's true. Torea's going to be bringing in this thing, but when you put a wrap like this, Dave,
Where do you want it
I
from?
want you to pay attention to this.
Hold
Mr.
it up in
Worth.
the air for a sec. Okay.
When you have a wrap on a stem, the connection point to where that clear glass is at creates a fissure, and a fissure is a point where 2 components of glass come together and there's a sharp connection point. Nothing like an ovolio, and it's a fracture point in a stem, so it makes a weak spot in the stem. So you got to have a stronger stem. That's a pretty notorious fact when it comes to making different types of stems. And if you're going to have that, you want to hit the piece on the punny a certain way so that you send the shock into the piece differently than you would other pieces you're knocking off the punty. I do like how you're using the tweezers there because it gives a little bit of a concave
Yeah.
action
Whoa.
in there. It's really
Yeah,
nice.
the tweezers are kind of bowed out like that, so it's not a perfect flattening. It's more of like a, you know.
Yes.
You know.
Don't you know?
You know.
I'm gonna hold it down because the weight of the cup is more than the weight of the foot, and right now it's still moving from that extra heat applied to the stem.
Yeah, those bits he put on there just completely superheated the stem and made it motion, a lot of motion in the stem. So he's got to make sure he equalizes that now, because if he goes to knock it off, that stem will just bend sideways and he'll have a crooked cup. But I do like that shape a lot, Jake. It looks great.
I really like this a lot, and I think that the optics of having this magnification band, maybe that's what we'll call them, magnification band, on top of the colored stem will magnify and change the orange on each of those and leave it the way it is on the rest of the stem. It's gonna look really good. And remember, that orange is going to be bright orange, transparent orange once it cools down. And after this heat, Tabea, I think we can go for the bling.
All right.
Bling, bling, bling,
She's
bling,
going to
bling,
knock
bling.
all the oxygen out of the
Bling.
hole, and we're going to super iridize the cup top there.
Roland, if you are listening, we need sounds for this. When we go to the bling bling, what kind of sound would it make? Like a cash drawer? Ching,
Yeah.
ching, ching, ching.
Pretty much.
I will say I'm happy to be back in the studio and able to bling like normal and not having to cover the blower to bling out in Ann Arbor.
Right.
Such a weird move there. We didn't have a lever. I'm going to do it one more time, Tabea.
All right.
We didn't have a lever. All you had to do was cover up the side of the blower and stop the air from being introduced into the hole. And that would do it. A gassier flame will bring out the metallic silvers in each color that has them. All right, we're gonna knock it off. There it is, you guys, to the audience. Golden orange, very classy. And I better just go for one more, especially with that stem and all its mojo. Now let's get this baby off of here. We want to be able to tap it real tender like. Making sure it's perfectly straight before we knock it off. Tender tap.
Oh yeah.
Nice and tender. That came off beautifully. Just how we chalked it up. Tabea's got the stamp. She's gonna push that little nub right into stamp land.
And you're using the forks to put it away. The forks are like a
Rocket
metal
too.
hanger.
Yeah, there you go. That way it won't
It's got
stick.
two little
Oh yeah.
fork prongs on it, and
Bottom
because
left.
it's been preheated, it
Yeah.
can hold the goblet so that it can go away. There you go.
Oh yeah, another beauty one in there, looking good. All right.
All right, Bess, I'm thinking we could go over that next check.
Woo! Right, there we go. So, I can't do this with the headphones on. 1 second. Let's try that again.
Get those out of there.
I'm all tangled. What is happening
Jeez,
here?
holy son of a gun.
All right, there we go. I'm
Woohoo,
free.
she's free.
So our next check is to the Texas Flood Relief Fund.
Yeah.
And the way that we are donating this, I have to look up the exact name of it again, but basically it's a fund where they are allocating funds to where they think that they need to go at the time. So if there's maybe one area that needs a little bit more help than another right now, they will direct funds that way. So we thought this was the best way to donate because people who need it the most will receive it. So this is raised from 2 shows ago. We did a portion of our proceeds to this fund. So we will be sending $151.50.
You guys, that's awesome. Nice job.
So thank you guys for contributing and participating in that as well.
that was also, you could donate to the show without buying anything. You could
Yes.
just pick a donation button. So some people donated $5, 10, 25. They were able to do that, and that
Yes.
got added in.
So thank you guys for doing that. We are really excited to be able to send those 2 checks out this week. Loyalty League piece is still available. We do still have some amazing pieces on the table. Do we want to wait a little bit to do the giveaway piece, or do we want to give that away right now as we're working on?
Well, I
dreaming
don't
up what's
know.
next?
We've got
about 20 minutes left.
Did we hear any votes on whether he should do the same thing or if he should switch it up?
I haven't really had votes on that.
I think the people just want to see glass blowing.
Would the next
Yeah, we
piece
got
be the
5
giveaway?
Next piece is the giveaway?
Because we have 20 minutes left.
Well, why
So-
don't we do a couple, stemless ones?
Right?
So whatever you guys think, I'm just giving you a timing heads up.
All right.
We can do a goblet and a giveaway in 20 minutes.
Yeah, why don't you just do the goblet without the handles?
You could do that, absolutely. And then I've still
Whatever
got one
you're
piece
gonna
to
do,
give away.
just start doing it.
That's right.
Beautiful. So now we got that going and we're back. Let me hand model a couple of these pieces.
All right.
I gotta talk about these.
I think I might be interested in number 4.
I still love number 8. I think it is so pretty.
Look at that.
Super unique.
I think it needs like a straw, a couple ice cubes,
Paper
like
thin.
blueberry lemonade in it.
Pinched here, pulled there. That's the pinch and pull. It's kind of like when you go to the gym, there's pull days and there's push days. You know, this one has both. Very well defined. This one is insane. Look at how thin the foot is.
Is that
That
like
does look
a,
really cool.
a thing of beauty to have a thin foot?
Yes, yes, it is.
Like a geisha girl, like a tiny foot?
Right. Gold and clear, super classy, everything symmetrical. This is potentially the most technically advanced and powerful ones on the table.
You know what? And
Don't
I'm
let
gonna
Chris
pop
hear me say
in.
that.
We ship glass every week. So if you're nervous about it shipping, trust me when I say we got the shipping process down.
Don't be nervous.
Do not be nervous.
This one I remember has a coat of a transparent pink with gold over top of it. So on first glance, you don't see anything. When you look through here with light behind it, you see spots of a transparent pink speckled throughout the gold. This is a classy one here. With the flattened bottom, I think it's unique, tasty, functional, proportionate, and that's what I got.
All right. You still have time. The question, we leave it up for a full week.
Those will stay up for 1 week, folks, and then we'll take them down. They're going to go into our gallery, but I highly suggest, as you know, each week we highlight a new product. We don't often have that many one and done, beautiful, thin, in the flow goblets available. If you're into that kind of thing, if you drink wine, if you know someone who drinks wine, birthday coming up, support a local made in America super glass shop and purchase them something special. Comes with all the literature, our whole story. You will make their day.
Once upon a time.
Good.
Jeff said the purple number 4 would also look really good with some flowers in it.
I think so too.
Oh,
I read that and
absolutely.
I 100% agree.
All right, there goes number 8. I
There's
think
my
that was
favorite.
Bess's favorite piece. That electric blue and chartreuse green. Really beautiful.
If you feel like you've been here before, you have. I'm going to pop on your shirt, Blossom and Bloom. This was our spring show. Tonight's giveaway from last week is this. It is a turtle. We ask that you pay shipping, but you do not have to pay the price of the turtle. We donate that 100%.
$3.99.
And look at that color texture. So lovely.
So Chris successfully went back into the pineapple mold, and for the amateur glass blowers out there, or the curated glass blowers out there, they know that of all the optic molds, that is molds that put texture into the glass and change the optics of the way the light interacts with the material, this is the toughest mold to use and use consistently and to not have any treachery. And it's because there's all the undercuts in that texture. So Chris has to have the bubble perfectly shaped up. He has to have the heat perfectly evenly distributed. And he needs to go into that mold and blow. If he's a champion and he's not feeling nervous about it, he's pretty much blowing as hard as he can into the mold. And then he needs to inhale right at the right moment, just a little bit of air to shrink that up just enough that it can get past those undercuts of the diamond facets.
There's something like, it's not a bundt cake, but I'm trying to think in relation to baking. There's
A
something
waffle?
Very similar. Like the waffle, but I'm saying like you have to like flip it over and it has to be able to come out. Like it can't have undercuts.
Right.
The waffle machine is pressing down.
I just put some extra heat on this stem so that I could get it to pull out the way I want. Press harder. Okay, lighten up. And, that's pretty important to make sure you get it to pull out the way you want, guys.
You want it to do what you want.
Yeah, exactly. So I put a little bit of extra on there. Now I got a really tiny little avolio down here on the end. It's going to bring this yellow foot.
And before Bess gets into what she's about to say, I will make a big suggestion and noticed that we've realized the smaller your Avolio is, the better that footing tool foot works. It's a great tip for the glass blowers out there. Yes, Bess.
I was just going to read a couple comments that we
Okay.
have. So John says, I can vouch for the shipping. They do a great job. Everything is packed well.
Shouts
Thank you,
out,
John.
Thank you, John. Greg says, are you guys ready for Ren Fair this year? And I know you guys have been out there doing a lot of updates and work on our booth. If you want to speak to that, or Tabeo wants to speak to that, somebody.
We got a brand new glory hole out there. I wasn't involved in the process. Tabea is interested in learning about the equipment. And she went out there with Chris last Sunday, a couple Sundays ago, and they removed the glory hole that's been out at our permanent Michigan Renaissance Fair booth and stage setup that we have. And it's been out there about 16 years. And now we've got a fresh, rebuilt, brand new glory hole. And that is the same as the hole that we were using this past weekend for the Ann Arbor Art Fair. It's going to be very powerfully propane propelled, and I am really looking forward to getting to use that this coming year.
Propelled.
What is
Yeah.
the benefit of having a new glory hole? Like, what's
Kind of
the
like a
difference?
benefit of having a new car.
Yeah.
You know, when your car's a junker and it's not really working well and it's breaking down and doesn't look good, you go and
Can I get a mic check on-
Upgrade.
I need a mic check on Chris.
Yeah, so that's going to be really pleasurable to use. There's many different things that come with a new preheating chamber.
Hey, Bess, did we get any golf emojis in the chat?
We got a decent amount of golf emojis
Heck
in
yeah,
there.
I knew it.
We had two different types of golf emojis in the chat. There
Like
was the one with the actual little guy swinging,
Oh, yeah.
and then there was just the one of the hole with the flag in it.
Yeah, so those are all our good people out there. So now we can confidently say that all of our golfing,
Fine.
what are they called?
Fine.
When you know, link something up, not a metaphor, but an
Analogy?
example.
Sure. I mean,
know?
yeah, all of it.
There's a word
Yep.
for it. Help me out there, everybody.
Um,
It's successful.
Yes, that.
roll.
Angel says he likes cup number 4 and he likes the exoskeleton on it.
Ooh, that's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, I do dig that.
Jay Sully is here on the YT side, and they said it was really cool to see you guys at the art fair in person this weekend. Can't wait for Ren Fair this year.
Heck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, Ren Fair, we know this space a little better. We know how to maneuver it. It's also got sides on the booth. It was challenging with that wind blowing through. It was challenging. These guys were pretty amazing. I'm surprised we have as much out of the box as we do.
Yeah, the wind can totally affect the glass. Temperature, wind, rain, any of the elements. The sunlight caused me
Yeah.
to get stuck in the pineapple mold.
I was wondering about that. I'm like, who did that?
Yeah, it was that I had the mold outside of the
Oh, it got hot?
action, and the sun's blasting right on it, and I went with a clear piece right in there. And when you're rolling clear glass in the Marver and the sun's hitting it, you can't see it glowing anymore. It literally looks like just regular, cool, clear glass. It's just moving. So I didn't have my heat distributed right or my thickness, and it was just not a good situation. I tried to pull out of there. Top was too hot. Left a ball down there, and it got stuck. And it was
But
no
it
good.
cleaned out okay.
It cleaned out totally fine. It took a long time to do. All right,
It's a
Chris
fish
is
goblet.
going for a fish here.
Tell them what's going on, guys.
All right.
Sweet.
Time for the giveaway.
Make the giveaway.
So I do want to give away the turtle from last week while you guys are setting up for that. Michelle, can you show off that turtle right there on
Yes,
that card?
absolutely.
Amazing. So our question for our giveaway last week was turtle related because we did do that collaboration with the Sea Turtle Conservancy. And it was, where did the Sea Turtle Conservancy travel to release 2 hawksbill sea turtles? So we did tell you guys we didn't have to have the correct answer in order to enter to win. You guys could guess whatever you wanted. Somebody said I truly don't know. I missed it.
Yeah, but you're entered to win,
But you're
man.
still entered to win.
It could be our winner.
Did we ever get the correct answer
Oh,
for
we
that?
did. John just sent it. It's in glass. It was an island with an N.
Nevis, N-I-V-E-I-S. Okay,
Yep.
perfect. So that's the correct answer. I'm going to be honest, I have no idea where that is. I will look it up and tell you guys.
Virgin Islands, somewhere. Yes. She would look that up.
But our winner guessed the Caribbean. And this is an island in the Caribbean Sea. So actually, you were kind of technically correct there. Our winner for the turtle is Joy. So Joy, congratulations. You win this gorgeous ruby turtle. If you are local, you'll be able to pick it up. And if not, you're going to get an email from Donna, probably on Thursday, and she's going to talk to you about shipping. So just look out for that email from us. Donna's going to let you know how to accept your prize. So congratulations.
Yay!
Our giveaway question this week is talking about drinkware. So it says, do you have any family heirloom drinkware? If you do, what's the story behind it and what makes it special to you? So you're going to send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com. Make sure you send your answer and your name in the email so we know who you are and we can read your name off when you win. I'm getting smirks from Tabea, and I don't know if there's something going on that I need to know about.
This
Okay.
mic that I have here is not on-offable from my zone as far as I know. So Tabea walked up and she said, what's the plan? And I had one hand on the blowpipe and one hand available to, explain the whole process with one hand. And I think she knows exactly what we're doing.
I felt like I started strong understanding him, and then it just went off the rails.
Perfect. We love that. That's always a good giveaway piece.
Is it a goblet?
It's going to be a giveaway piece for sure. It's a bummer that, and this is glass blowing. 2 of the pieces made on the show here didn't make it, which means that we're 2 pieces down financially for the show tonight. But that's the way she goes. This is going to be the giveaway now here, which means if you haven't already entered to win, you can take this home for free. And that is for all of our viewers that watch the show and appreciate glass art and maybe don't want to have a whole huge collection in their house, or maybe don't want to purchase something. You can have the opportunity to win every single week. So if you haven't entered the giveaway already, I highly suggest you do so. This is going to be a goblet in theme of the show. It's going to be about a $138 valued item going to someone for free. And we're going to use a color that gets pulled out quite rarely, but we're starting to grow this hot shop wide appreciation for the color, and that is the pine green. It's a deeper green, and I find that when you put one very light coat on it, and we're going to stretch it and twist it the way that we're going to do here and really push that light coat of color to the max, it becomes a beautiful light dark green.
It's kind of got like a little tiny smidgen of blue in it. So
Yes.
it's not like an emerald green. It's got
100%.
this, like, when you think of the forest, how it's got that like mossy layer kind of on the leaves.
100%.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And we're going to go for the super twist and blow here. It's a classic move. Blow with strength and intention. Keep it coming. It's going to release any second. There we go. Keep it coming. Stop.
Hannah, when you get guys get a chance to answer it, says, how do you clean a mold?
Well,
It's a-
you're using it all the time. You really don't need to clean it. When the glass broke in
think-
it, you
yeah.
just have to wait until the glass
Blow.
cools off. And then you kind of hope that it shattered enough because it was cool.
Keep
And
going.
then you can just knock it out.
Keep going with a little more power. All right, good. Now, what you have to do, if you're stuck in the mold and it didn't come out when it was hot, you're gonna have to put some work into it 99% of the time, and you can use an air hose if you have compressed air, which is very helpful, but you pretty much need to gently, without damaging the mold, the tips of the mold in any way, you need to very slowly heat the glass up with new glass and then cool it down instantly with water. So you send more and more microfractures. Let's go for a clear stem.
Is that how you got the mold out there?
Yeah, it took me like 25 minutes to do this, and it was probably like 10 gathers from the furnace, small punny gathers. Drop it in there, make sure it doesn't stick to the sides anymore and you cause more of an issue, but let it sit there and cook the glass and heat up that cold glass more, then drip some water in there, and then after the third or fourth time, the mold's too hot and you can't take it with your hand and tap it lightly like this anymore, so you gotta get a cloth and you gotta make sure the boiling water doesn't splash into your sandals, and then after 25 minutes of delicate work, when your whole team that's on payroll is looking at you,
It sounds treacherous.
yeah, it's just really no fun. So that's
Well, it's
all I'm
better
trying
than
to
the
say.
other person when years ago we had that style mold and he ruined it trying to clean it. And it's like a $300 mold.
Yeah, those molds are ridiculously expensive.
And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
like you weren't trained to use that mold. You
And you
ruined
can't
it.
be like-
and then you just say you're sorry?
And you can't, yeah,
Ugh.
it's tough. Shop maintenance, I mean, I'm not going to get into the depths of what, you know, is being maintained or not maintained in our shop, but it's a lot of expensive equipment around here, and without the right training or without the right supervision, a lot of that equipment can get pretty raunchy pretty quickly.
I'm
That's-
hoping to learn some of that equipment coming up here.
That's what I'm excited about. Tabea's got that technical brain and interested in learning that stuff, and it will take someone that's, you know, has a little bit of a passion about it. No one's going to become a really good glass blower if they're not interested in the glass, and no one's going to want to maintain and keep up the equipment, keep the shop looking really nice if they don't have a little bit of an interest in the equipment. All right, Squish.
There is one piece of housekeeping I didn't get to that I'm going to talk about while they're making this giveaway piece. And I just wanted to talk about two events we have coming up. I know some of you were interested in the gin event. I did want to put it out there that we have postponed that. It is not canceled, but postponed.
To, I think, August.
Yeah, we're not
22nd?
confirmed on the date yet, but it is
Okay.
going to be late August, looking like the 22nd, and there was just way too much going on with the art fair and a lot of moving parts, and we wanted to always bring our best foot forward, especially on a brand new event that we're offering. So we postponed that one, but
We do have our wine tasting event that is set and ready to go
One
for
coat of
August
green.
1st. I am going to put the
What?
link to the
Yes, a little
tickets
smaller.
in the comments. We have 2 time slots available for that. We have our 5 o'clock time slot and the 6 o'clock time slot. And that is going to be our first time ever we will have wine at the Michigan Room. So we're
Yep.
super excited for that. It's a collaboration with Sandhill Crane Vineyards, which is out in Jackson, I believe.
yes, Jackson, Michigan.
So your ticket will include a guided tasting. It will also include your pick of a one-of-a-kind handmade stemmed wine glass for you to take home. It is yours to keep.
Very similar to what you saw on the table here today.
Yep, we have, I think, 18 that we set aside
All
being
one of a
photographed today.
Amazing.
First come, first serve. You come to the wine event, you step up
hot.
to the table, pick out which wine glass you want. That wine glass will go home with you.
It is also going to include 1 full pour of your favorite wine from the tasting. So you're going to try 5 different wines. I believe it's 2 reds, 2 whites, and a rosé. Whatever one is your favorite, you are then going to get a full pour of that. And then
Back
they're
it
also
down.
going to have live glass blowing demonstrations. Just a fun time.
Flip.
So if that's something you're interested in, whether you're local or you want to come by and come visit from wherever you're at, I am going to go ahead and put that link in the comments on both FB and YT for you guys to check it out.
It's going to be an absolute blast. You'll be able to kick it with the staff, learn about the wine, and you will be the one that's helping us decide which specific wines are going to be served here at our bar within the Glass Academy, which is pretty exciting.
And Sandhill Crane's going to be here talking about the wine, so you can find out
That's right.
different things about the wine,
On
how
there.
they made it, who they are. They're a family-run business as well, second generation.
Beautiful.
We partnered with them early on in the Glass Academy career.
right.
I think it was back in 2007, and we had done wine events with them.
I want to make a whole line of these.
You can. Guess what? You can.
I love a glass that has a little of oleo on it. I don't like the tall, ultra delicate ones where you feel like you got to be really careful with it. This size shape here and this size mass is a daily driver glass, and it won't sweat upon your table. I really
Yeah,
have
that's a big
found
thing in the
that
summer.
over the last like 2 months, I've started spilling all over myself for some reason. I'm like spilling food and liquid and everything.
Are you getting old, Jake?
Maybe I don't know what's going on, but
Summertime. It's a hot summer. You're putting ice cubes in your glass sweats.
not having a bunch of sweat on the edge of my glass that's dripping all over my shirt when I'm just trying to, you know, have a drink and be casual is a very nice thing. Really good thing.
Funny. So is that why people switch from iced drinks to wine?
Perhaps Mente.
To BB, two things. We never got the official spelling of your name.
Oh yeah.
And also, Tara from the brewery says hello.
Hi, Tara. Official spelling of my name is Tabea. It is German, so it does have some funky phonetics going on in there. That is the official spelling of my name.
But
And how do you
really
pronounce
it's Tabibi.
it?
What?
But really, it's Tabibi.
It's Tabibi. I get called Tabibi more than Tabea in here, so it's Tabibi.
We got it all straightened up. Clear stem. We got a beautiful, the way that green swirled onto the bottom, there's a denser line of green. So it's like a spiral of beautiful color that kind of is going the opposite direction as the 12-ribbed vortex texture of the cup. It's a really beautiful double combination that I'd like to say was 100% intentional.
I was really liking how these swirled on feet were doing out at Ann Arbor and today. I
Yeah.
really like that little added swirl it gives it.
It's just a little bonus flair.
Yeah.
And
There's a
for-
little
Yep.
Etta conversation happening. On
Etta?
the YT side, yes. Etta left us a little bit ago. She made friends with the whole neighborhood, brought us all together, brought lots of love and joy to the studio, but unfortunately, she was not able to maintain her 9 lives, and life number 10 took her out.
R.I.P. Etta.
All right, so the glass is nice and hot on the top. That's what's orange. Using tweezers and then shears, Jake
Oh, yeah.
aggressively gets in there.
What do you mean?
Gives it a trim.
It's just that it's solid now. I gotta move quick.
I know, I said aggressive. What?
It wasn't
Speedy?
aggressive, it was
Concise?
concisely, sure.
I do love that you said yes to having the duckbills out and they haven't been used once tonight.
It's very true. Both times when I started trimming, I realized what I had in my hand and I was like, well,
He liked
That's
the
not
idea of
productive.
having it if he wanted it.
yeah.
He likes it, and when it's the only one there, that's what he goes for. But then he needs the straight shears for something, and there's pandemonium of trying to find a pair of straight shears.
There's a new tool that's been introduced into the lineup, but I'm still trying to organize in my brain where that tool belongs, how frequently, and with how much, you know, love we use that tool.
It's called a duckbill shear, used usually for bigger pieces. It's this guy here. Those look like duckbills.
God, that's tasty.
These are the straight shears. My preference. They do look like a bird if you look at that as an eye. Oh, it's a duck too. All right, back to the action. Sorry.
Jeff says, did Silent Sarah package up my piece?
You know, I think she's at the computer getting some shipping done, so the answer could be yes.
It could
Looking
be
forward to
yes.
seeing what you purchased, Jeff, and it's beautiful seeing, you know, some new customers come around making their first purchases. And if you guys have questions, if you're on the edge thinking about a purchase, don't be afraid to put them in the chat. A lot of people watching us here tonight have had glass shipped all over the country, and I'm sure they can answer your questions. Also, there's the Glass Academy Addicts Facebook page. Look at that.
That is a
I
gorgeous
love it.
piece.
That's a giveaway. We're giving
It's
that
a
away
giveaway.
for free.
I know.
All you have to do is enter, send your answer to enews@glassacademy.com. We'll add you to our wheel of names, throw you on our mailing list. You get all the action, the updates every time we have a show, and it doesn't cost you anything.
Do you have any family heirloom drinkware? What is the story behind it?
Like it could be your grandma's favorite coffee mug. It could be a tea kettle. It could be a shot glass that someone had, or a cordial glass. Those are super cool.
I just
From
got
the old
about
country.
6 pairs of Levi jeans from my Grandpa Nordine's closet.
Shut up.
Oh yes, I'm gonna have my grandpa's mojo in my jeans
In
for a
more than
long
one
time,
way.
in more than one way.
We don't have a ton of family heirloom drinkware, dishes, anything like that. The one thing I will say that we do have from my grandma on my mom's side, she passed away when I was 6 years old, so it's been quite some time. She had this little, it was like, you know, a little thing you put milk in or creamer
Oh,
that
like
you put
yeah,
on the
like
table.
a little creamer.
Yeah, it looks like a yellow cow sitting up, and the milk comes out of his mouth. So we have like little funny things like that are very nostalgic, but nothing crazy. My grandma on my other side, my cousin calls it trasher. She goes through these purges and she just gets rid of the
A trasher.
a trasher is what my grandma gets called. So we don't have a ton like that, but I love hearing people's stories when you do. All right. Good show.
Wow.
Fun show.
Yeah.
Tobias coming over
We're
to
coming
take
over
the
here to
camera.
wrap it up with family.
Say bye, Bess.
We had a live audience tonight. Grandpa and Aunt Sue on my mom's side. And
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a really awesome show. These guys don't have mics, otherwise I'd interview you right now.
Good thing way down.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. The Gathering Point, we're here every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We appreciate all of you. Bess, Tabea, Sarah. Takes a whole teamwork of everyone to make it happen, so thanks for watching.
All right, we will see you guys next week at 6 p.m. YouTube and Facebook.
Have a good night.
All right.